So Emily, we have 2 trot rails to 15 feet, so just keep them organized. We have an 18-foot trot in and out and a quiet canter 5 distance. Keep it quiet. It will ride much quieter from the in and out than off the trot exercise. So package him up with a little leg to hand. Little straight, little leg to hand. Good, now watch that right drift. You would use a little more left guiding rein in the air. Keep it smooth. Box the canter. This is a little different exercise than the previous one, which established some forward momentum. Now your horses are forward. We want to establish a boxier canter and challenge their front end over the oxer. There we go. When you land after the second one, sit still and just keep the canter with a little more shape and allow his front end to come up over the oxer. Let go. There we go. Work the change, work your lead change. He knows how to do them. Now Claire, you're going to continue at the canter to the red vertical afterwards. Keep your hands together, smooth, boxes, canter. Now some outside leg and keep coming around the corner with a little outside leg to keep his body straight off the in gate for the vertical. It's a place where he's not going to pay attention. Super, lead change. Good. Emily? Now just work on his canter being even and boxy here. Even and boxy. Quiet. Lead change, please. And get your red one. Now, even if he's fresh, just guide his nose straight and keep his canter even. Even if he's fresh. Lead change, bother him, pester him with your right rein. There you go, right rein. That's it. Emily's just bringing her 6-year-old through the gymnastic. It is trot pulls at 3 feet to 15 feet to 18 feet in the exercise, and 66 feet for the boxy 5 to challenge his front end and back end. Little outside leg through the corner. Little outside leg and keep him lightly forward. Just organize him. It's okay. He's green. He's made a mistake. Stop and back him up. Stop and back him up with your elbow, please. Bend your elbow and his jaw won't be so stiff. So his canter just gets a little bit unorganized after the second rail. Just guide him with the canter. Guide him with the hand. Let go. There he goes. Left hand, he has to pay attention to the next jump right away. Now just supporting outside leg so that he puts his eye on his jump earlier. Lower your hand, lower. There he goes, but we have to watch that left drift. Both reins are guide his, there we go, guide his nose to the right. Just keep his pace even through the exercise with a guiding left rein. We know he's going to fade right. Hands together. Outside leg. Make him pay attention sooner. It's all about paying attention on the ends. He needs to focus on the next jump as soon as possible. Keep him straight, and we're going to canter the poles on the end. Don't worry about the distance. It doesn't have to be perfect. Now canter the poles on the end. We really have to work on his expectation. There's 2 poles up at the end. Just canter them both. Doesn't matter. Circle right. Put his eye on it sooner. Outside leg. It's not about how perfect the poles are. It's about teaching a horse to pay attention to the next jump. There's always another jump coming. Okay, Emily. Now work on his rhythm. A little left rein. Good. Just sink your hips in the saddle a little bit more for a greener horse. A little outside leg through the corner. Hands down and together. Let him jump up with his shoulder. Right rein. Now he better start paying attention for these pulls. Don't worry. Just guide his nose. He'll get it. And canter it twice. He just has to pay attention. Now some outside leg. Guide his nose. Now keep cantering to the right, Emily, and get the blue vertical. He'll be a little surprised. Don't worry about that. It's about just getting the canter nicely. Work it. Stop and back up. Good. Now that he's settled and he's figured out the exercise, you just need to use your eye to decide where you need to help him out on the line for that 5 to be even. A little left rein. A little more release in the air there. I think that he felt a little restricted through the air. Little outside leg now, and keep him coming forward. He has to learn to pay a little bit more attention. Good job. Watch the straightness. Lift your eye. Now feel the reins and set him up a little bit with your outside leg so that he knows something's coming up. And read the distance to your bails. A little outside leg, tighten up your turn, tighten up your turn. The time allows are sometimes. Now focus on jump A. It's 23 feet and just keep his rhythm. Little straightness, circle left and have him pay attention as if there was another jump. Little more weight in the saddle, a little rollback exercise and a stop and back up. That was nice, Claire. He just needs to keep paying attention. You know, a lot of warm bloods are like that. You really need to keep all your exercises with paying attention. Good. Now I know he's still a little fresh, Emily. It's about just paying attention. He has to make some decisions and you counteract those decisions. Allow him to think. He's been jumping the meters and this is a nice way to introduce the meter 10. Don't worry about box it. Here we go. Straighter horse. He has to stay straight off the corner through your hand. Let your weight stay straighter in the stirrups and your hips and your hand. Hands down. I would always rather you put your hand down and let the horse make a little mistake than lift your hand too much and help him out. Just keep it smooth. Let him think for himself. Organize his canter. Organize his canter. Sit still. Now watch how much leg you're using off the ground because he's a little spunky today and you need to sit in the center of your horse. Lower your hand. There we go. That he paid a lot better attention there. Straight horse, straight horse, straight horse.